We are driving on the red dirt to reach the Broome Birds observatories in Roebuck Bay. It had rained a week ago, and still there is some flood on some part of the road. I don't want to stay here. Okay, so we can't stay here. The worst thing that can happen to us is like if we get stuck, mon amour. So I don't want to stay here.
No, it was more here. Bye bye. How do you feel?
So there were mud and there were water, but it's sand and we couldn't pass and I don't know, so we come back.
We come back.
Always expect the unexpected. With this volte-face, we decide to go discover Broome. Come with us, we are going to discover together the center of Broome and try to understand its history. It starts by the jetty. Broome make the success of its settlements by pearl exploitation. The straighter jetties on Dampier Terrace was used by the pearls luggers and merchants. It is a very beautiful spot for watch the wildlife, and if you are lucky enough, you can maybe see a saltwater crocodile there. Come on, let's dive more in the city. Better than them. Very beautiful. Pearling industries have started in 1860. In 1880, Broome became the major harbor for pearl. Diving for pearl was a very hard and dangerous job. C'est caché. But the promise of a great financial returns have attracted people from many different countries. So, how was diving like? Come with us, we will try to show you. It was on those little boats that a crew of 10 people were working for months. On both sides of the boat, there were 2 divers. Under the sea, they were helping each other for about 4 to 20 minutes. Each diver have his own tender.
Do you have pearls for me?
The man who holds the lifeline when the divers is below. The only way to communicate with the outside world was a simple rope. When the divers have enough pearl shell, they go up slowly to avoid the bend. They will dive about 50 times a day. The boat were staying at sea for maximum 4 months, but every 2 weeks a supply boat come and leave fresh ration, but also taking the precious pearl. Never easy to build a city, and the challenge was big for Broome to build a multi-ethnic town in the 20th century. The first people who have worked in the pearl was European and Aboriginal, but after the Asian came, and the more successful divers was Malay, Timorese, and especially Japanese. But come closer, I have a special place to show you. Welcome to the Jonichi Lane. As you can see, no one is here. It's because we are Sunday. Usually this alley is very touristic. Shops and restaurants are open and it's very crowded. If you want to learn more about Broome history, you can find 20 storyboards who are spaced around the lane. If you come to Broome, I really recommend you to read them. You will understand more the roots of Broome, also some part of the dark part. Very detailed, but I will remain unsatisfied on one detail. If you know who is Jonichi, please write it in a comment. I am very curious about it. Let's dive deeper in the center of Broome. I have to show you my favorite place. It is the Sun Picture Theatre, the Broome Cinema. It is the oldest open-air cinema in operation. In fact, it's very old. It has started in 1916.
Tonight it's Top Gun. The last one.
The Broome airport is very near, so sometimes there is planes who pass just on the top of you when you watch the film. That's cool. The Japanese influence is very important in Broome. Some shops have a Japanese history, but there is also some street name in Japanese. Soon it will be the end of our trip in Broome. We hope that you enjoyed with us. If you want to dig more on the Broome history, I let you some link in the description. This is the Roebuck Bay Lookout. If we didn't reach the birds observatory, we could at least see Roebuck Bay one last time. We were in Broome.
And the Roebuck. We went there. The